Hey guys, I thought I'd come on here tonight and tell you all some good news about my nephew Josh. It seems like that he's doing a little bit better. He's obviously, not out of the woods yet or anything like that, but he got unhooked again from his respirator and he's been speaking a few words. And so that's been a great thing. And just wanted to give you guys a quick update on him. And he's still hooked up to dialysis right now. So thank you all for your continued prayers for him. But also, I thought I'd let you know that my hubby Alex could really use your all's prayers, and it's something that I really didn't want to have to, I guess, speak out or proclaim over him. As some of you guys know, in the spring of 2018, he was released from the Markey Cancer Center, and that we thought that those problems were behind him. But he's been having a resurgence of those issues a couple of times over the last year to year and a half. During the same time that I was having problems, of course, with my thyroid, and I guess it was just too much at one time. And I know that some of you guys were told about it, and some of you all had kept up with us during that time, but I didn't feel well enough to be on and running my channel, so that was one thing. But also, sometimes I guess you just hope that if you do a few treatments, that the rest of it'll be taken care of and that maybe it won't come back full force. But it does look like that the tumor has come back in his arm. And as some of you all remember, like it was in his right arm and it was right in between the ulna and the radius. And it's still the same tumor. And it had stopped growing for right then. And the doctors had said they thought that it was okay to leave it there and not remove it and not do surgery on it, and that unless it started growing again, that they wouldn't worry with it or anything. And even though the treatments that he's had thus far were enough to keep it at bay, it looks like it started growing on him again. And especially in the last couple of weeks, he's had a large problem with that. And it was during the same time period within which that we'd be going through these problems with Josh. And it just seems sometimes overwhelming, I guess, guys, that I guess when it rains, it pours, and it has on us. It seems like what does it say that the rain falls on the just and the unjust alike, and we're probably some of both. And either way, guys, I appreciate your all's prayers for us too, and for Alex, because obviously we're gonna need your all's prayers and support over especially the next few weeks. And when he's going into these treatments and stuff, it's never been cheap, like as far as like what we have to pay the doctors out of pocket to continue the treatments. And we could really use your all's help. And I know that we've had to ask for your all's help a lot, and I don't know what we would have done without you guys. Really, I don't. I mean, I know that it's great to have insurance, just like what I had, like with my thyroid and everything. But there was about 10% that wasn't paid for, and even just on the surgery alone, like it was a $40,000 surgery, like 39.7 something just for the one day. And so it's actually dangerously close to 4,000, just for that one day. And much less, the testing and the lab work that has to be done leading up to the surgery. And then obviously the medications and the follow up afterwards, especially since they found the cancer tumor in the middle of my thyroid. So it's been a rough year, guys. It really has. Really a rough close to 2 years. And I don't, like I said, I don't know what we would have done without you guys, and you all to help us and our brothers and sisters in Christ. And because it's truly been our time of need in a lot of ways. And I just want to say thank you, and thank you to those of you all who understand that because I've even had people like that really make you feel like that sometimes, even within the church, that somehow it's your fault if these things happen to you. And guys, it's just, these are the end days that we're in. I guess I shouldn't expect any different to be happening, and especially if we're trying to encourage others as we see that day approaching. Maybe it's some things that we should expect, but not just that. Not just from that, but it can be from our own things in the past or anything like that. And I wonder how much of it is which and which one is the other. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm not going to sit around and try to self-analyze and freak out on myself or beat myself up about it. It is what it is, and I hope I've never made anybody feel that way. Myself personally, I don't think that I have, but I certainly hope that I haven't. It's easier being on the giving side than the receiving side for sure, and it's hard to ask for help, guys. So, but Alex has had a terrible time. I mean, like for example, like the treatments that he has had in the past, and just from the sickness alone, caused his teeth to like rot away in the front. I mean, they just basically crumbled away. And plus, I guess he started gritting his teeth, is what they think, from the pain, like in the night and everything, because they just kind of crumbled away in the front. He's going to have those fixed no matter what, I guess, or he's not going to be able to eat too long. That's if the Lord tarries. And I know that's a big old if, because I'm hoping that we're out of here and the trumpet blows and none of this matters. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave my information below, and thank you all so much, and thank you for the prayers for Josh and your continued prayers there, and please just say a little prayer for Alex. That he'll get the right kind of treatment that he needs and the right kind of medicines that he needs, because that's been a large problem in the past. He's had some things that he's allergic to that he can't take, that other people can. I mean, they just tried to put him on a simple blood pressure pill. And he couldn't even take that. And they tried 3 or 4 different kinds. And so, just things like that can make your life hard. Some things that some people have never had to even, worry with or give a second thought to, like have been, it seems like a problem for him. And so just, I believe that we can speak out blessings or we can speak out curses, and and what does he say? The Lord says in his word that we can speak out life or we can speak out death. And I'm going to speak life and proclaim that over Alex, and proclaim that he will have the victory, and that these things will be behind us, and that we'll be able to give you guys a praise report similar to what I feel like that I've had, like even though I've had some setbacks here and there, I feel really thankful that they took out the thyroid when they did, because if they didn't remove it when they did, they would have never known that cancer tumor was there, and it would have been growing all along, and who knows what would have happened. So I'm sure I could have had a lot bigger problems on down the road. So to me, I see it as a blessing and not a curse. I mean, I know that most people don't see it that way, especially, like who would see a cancer tumor as a blessing. But to me, the timing of it all, it's got to be God, that it was miraculous. I'd had that Graves' disease for 12 years, guys. I feel like the woman with the issue of blood for 12 years, except I had the thyroid issue for 12 years. But think about that. I mean, like, and, for such a time as this, he decided to take it out when he did. And the rest is history, or at least it's my history. And it's his story, right, guys? So anyway, I love you guys, and I'm just gonna leave it up to you guys. Pray on these things, and see what you think. And if you all have anything that you can do that would help, that would be great, because I know that they'll be working out things for Alex, on their next plan, I guess, of attack on this thing. So, just pray that the right people, that he'll be led to the right people, and that they'll know what to do. And I think that's a problem nowadays more than ever, is finding, doctors that we can trust and surgeons we can trust at a time like this. And hopefully that will be led to someone that's actually a believer, which you would think if you're at, say, like Baptist Health, that they would all be Christians, but it's not the case. But anyway, I love you guys, and I'm sure we'll talk really soon.